الصلاة على النبي والسلام على الرسول والأنبياء المرسلين كلهم مكرمون. Blessings be upon Nabi, peace be upon them.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillahi sallallahu alayhi wa sallama wa ba'd. Our dearest viewers, wherever you are, I would like to welcome you all to this special program where we are analyzing one of the important elements as far as teaching learning process is concerned. And this element is what we call the teaching aid. Firstly, let's look at what a teaching aid is all about. When you talk about a teaching aid, we talk about a tool, an instrument, or an object that a teacher uses when delivering his information, when giving information to the student, in order to enhance the teaching and learning process, to make it easier for him to deliver the information, to make it easier for a student to understand properly whatever he is teaching. That's a teaching aid. Let's go to the classification of these teaching aids. These teaching aids are classified into three. We have the visual aids, we have the audio aids, then we have the audio visual aids. What do we mean when we say visual aids? Teaching aids that use the sense of sight are what we call visual aids. They demand a student or a learner to use his sense of sight to grasp the information from that teaching aid. That's the visual aid. When we talk about the audio aids, these are aids that involve the use of sense of hearing. They demand a learner to use his sense of hearing or her sense of hearing. So this is what we mean when we talk about audio aids. We are saying audio aids, these are aids that involve the usage of sense of hearing. They need a student to use his or her sense of hearing so that he grabs the information used in this teaching aid. The last category is what we call the audio visual aids. In this category or classification, a student requires to use both senses, the sense of hearing and the sense of sight. And this type of teaching aid is preferably described as the best of the three. Now, what is actually the significance of using these teaching aids? Teaching aids are of great significance. They play a great role as far as teaching learning process is concerned. To a teacher, it helps him to save time and energy. A teacher doesn't require to speak a lot. He doesn't require to use much of his time when it comes to teaching, when he's using these teaching aids. Words only on their own, they don't have a meaning. More especially when you are teaching a foreign language, they don't have any meaning. But when you merge a word with a teaching aid, it gives a meaning. It gives good understanding to a learner. Therefore, a teacher saves time. Instead of explaining, he just shows the picture of a thing, and then the learner learns easier. So that's the significance of using teaching aids to a teacher. But now the importance of these teaching aids to a student, the importances are many. Firstly, these teaching aids motivates these. When a teacher is using these teaching aids, a learner gets motivated because of these teaching aids. It removes the dullness when the teacher is teaching, the boredness when the teacher is teaching. So it's of great importance for a teacher to use these teaching aids. At the same time, these teaching aids help a learner a real image of what might be very difficult to be brought in the classroom. Imagine the teacher is teaching about these wild animals. I don't think there is any teacher who is courageous enough to bring in a lion in the classroom. It's very, very, very difficult. Or an elephant in the classroom. Very, very difficult. So the student will be able to know the things that he cannot reach. But when the teacher uses these teaching aids, he brings nearer the things that student, that learner, cannot manage to reach where they are found. Imagine we are talking about Japan. It's very far. We are learning about earthquakes in Japan. We hear about those things. Just use a teaching aid. A learner will be in Japan within milliseconds. He will understand the lesson within milliseconds just because a teacher is using a teaching. So it's of great importance to a learner because he reaches to places where he cannot manage to reach by the use of these teaching aids. And he learns more using these teaching aids. At the same time, these learners improve their skills. They develop different skills from these teaching aids. When they see, sometimes they try to imitate what they've seen. So in doing so, he or she is developing his or her own skills, personal skills, in one way or the other. At the same time, they help to increase the vocabulary of the language they are learning. If they are learning a foreign language, it's easier for them to increase the vocabulary of the language they are learning. So, in brief and short, these teaching aids are of great importance. If you look at this picture, look at it properly, you see this is a category of what? Fruits, different fruits. Different kinds of fruits. Imagine you are teaching these fruits in different moments or different situations or different times where these fruits are not available. Because the best you could do as a teacher is to bring the real image. That's the best teaching aid you can do. But sometimes it may happen that you don't have that. It's not the time for those fruits. What can you do? The best you can do is just to bring these fruits here. You just draw them, you bring the picture, you teach the students that this is what we call such. There, the student learns. What else do they learn from these drawn pictures? You see the way we have drawn them. We have colored them according to how they look. They also learn the colors of those fruits. Okay, when you talk about an apple, yes, an apple is green. And you see here, that apple is green. When you talk about a tomato, you see a tomato here, tomato is red. So, at the same time, they know the colors of those what? Of those fruits. Now here we are using almost the way these fruits look like. So this is how best these teaching aids are as far as learning and teaching is concerned. Now look here. We have these teaching aids here. And these ones, they are houses that are found in the villages, the way they look like. So a student or a learner can at least differentiate the type of houses found in townships and the kind of houses found in villages and how they look like. At the same time, they will learn about what? The shapes. The shapes of the houses mostly found in villages. They look what? They are round, more especially in our villages. While those found in developed areas like townships or cities, they are maybe rectangular. So they will learn shapes, at the same time they learn how these houses look. Even names again. They will learn the names. What name is given to these houses that we see found in villages? And what name can also be given to houses found in townships, in cities, and whatsoever. So this is the significance of these teaching aids. Now let's look here. We are teaching now alphabet letters. The alphabet letters, students or learners are supposed at least to memorize these alphabet letters very easily. And so you need to at least play like games, simple games. You have these ones as men, as you can see. Then here you can be taking. You put the first one here, you skip another one, you put another one, you skip another one, and the students can come pick one card here. They pack it here to see if they can remember the sequence of the alphabet letters. So when you have these ones, students can play around. In due course of playing, they are learning, they are memorizing. They will never forget because they can touch. They are using all the senses when they are learning. You talk about the table. What's the shape of the table? The thing that they see, maybe in the classroom itself. What are the shapes that you can identify in the classroom that are represented by this type of shape? So the kids will be looking in the classroom and try to see what thing represents this shape. So first of all, they should understand. They should be able to identify these different shapes individually. Reaching this point in time, I wish you all the best. It's my prayer that you as a teacher, you try your best to make these things available. And you as an institution, you make sure that these teaching aids are available at your institution to make learning easier for learners, to make teaching easier for teachers, and to make education a better thing, and to develop our country, Malawi. We also have the audio visual aids room, where we teach how teachers themselves can prepare modern teaching aids using modern technology. You know, we are living now in the age of technology, as I've already said in the beginning. So teachers also must be familiar with how they can use these modern teaching aids. When we talk about these modern teaching aids, we talk about these phones. When we talk about modern teaching aids, we talk about computers. How they can use a computer even to bring all these. Because we are using these just because we don't have a computer. In case we don't have a computer, we can use these local items that we have here. But as far as the world is concerned these days, it's more advisable again to use the audio visual aids. So we also train teachers how to use these audio visual aids, how to prepare presentation programs, how they can make their lesson plan on the computer and go and teach using a computer, because they are also of great importance, more than the visual aids again. But in case you don't have the computer, you don't have these facilities, modern facilities, then the visual aids are more important than entering the class with a word, using words only from the teacher. So visual aids are better than just entering the classroom without anything. If you need them, contact us. We are there. We will do everything possible for you to have these items, because they play a great role as far as teaching and learning process is concerned. Let me wish you all the best. I say to you, peace be upon you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi.
The blue sky is blue like blue bubble gum, but it prays to Allah. It prays to Allah, and like the flavor of the blue sky and the bubble gum won't last. We've got to thank Allah before our chances go past. I don't wanna be a grown-up like the grown-ups I have seen, 'cause the grown-ups I have seen don't seem to have much fun. They don't get down on the floor enough to pray or play with toys. When I'm a grown-up, I won't wanna be one. Now if I live back at the time of the Prophet, I know that he would be different. I just know he'd find the time, and I would make him something special, like some paper planes or something. I could race those planes with him or get a camelback ride. The blue sky is blue like blue bubble gum, but it prays to Allah, it prays to Allah, and like the flavor of the blue sky and the bubble gum won't last. We've got to thank Allah before our chances go past. I'd like to write a promise, I want you to make it too, that if I misbehave a little like I sometimes do, you won't get really mad and you'll be patient like the Prophet. I really love my promise, how about you? 'Cause the blue sky is blue like blue bubble gum, but it prays to Allah, it prays to Allah, and like the flavor of the blue sky and the bubble gum won't last.